This flan has no eggs and doesn't require an oven. I'm going to start by adding 1 cup of sugar. Now, I turn on the heat and begin preparing the caramel. I spread the sugar evenly at the bottom of the pot so it melts uniformly. We're going to make a golden and delicious caramel. I let the sugar melt on its own, and when it starts to melt around the edges, we stir. Look, the sugar has already started melting around the edges. Now we stir carefully to ensure the caramel is smooth. We continue stirring until the sugar is completely dissolved. Now that the sugar is fully melted, it's time to add the water. I add 3½ fluid ounces of water, pouring it in gradually while stirring. We've added all the water, and look at how beautiful and glossy this caramel is. Now I transfer the caramel to a container. I scrape the pot well to make sure I get every last drop. I set the caramel aside while I prepare the next part of the recipe. Now in my pot, I add 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk. I'm using a whole can. I also add 6 teaspoons of cornstarch. I mix the cornstarch well with the condensed milk, always with the heat off. This step is crucial to fully dissolve the cornstarch before heating the mixture. I stir well to avoid lumps and ensure a smooth and creamy flan. Now that the cornstarch is completely dissolved, I add 7 ounces of heavy cream to make it even creamier. I stir again to fully incorporate the heavy cream. Now I add 2 cups of milk, which will make the mixture lighter. I add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract for a special touch. Now, I turn on the heat and start cooking the cream. I stir constantly to prevent it from sticking to the bottom. I keep stirring until it thickens and reaches the perfect consistency. It's important to cook the cream well to eliminate the taste of cornstarch. I stir until the mixture has the ideal texture for our chilled flan. Look how the cream has already started to thicken. I let it cook well to ensure the flan has a smooth texture with no cornstarch flavor. Now, I turn off the heat and we can assemble our flan. I pour this cream over the caramel we prepared earlier. And that's it, a delicious and super easy flan to make at home. This flan is simply spectacular, isn't it? Now, I place it in the refrigerator until it sets completely. Our dessert is now fully chilled. Now, I'm going to decorate it with a few prunes on top. But this is optional. You can decorate it however you like. I love prunes. I always use them in my desserts. They pair really well with caramel and add a special touch. I placed a few on top to make it look even more beautiful. Now let's cut a slice of this wonderful dessert. I know it's delicious, creamy, and absolutely irresistible. It has the perfect texture. It's an absolute delight.